on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Avenger comic book review. As I bring one more thing up really quick, and there we go. Just let me put a link in. There we go. I'm actually going to move that link out then. Delete that one now. I'm sorry, guys. Delete! Anybody who watched Smack, that was the only thing I watched on Raw was that.
Deletion now.
I worry about you, Michael.
You have to, of course.
But yeah, Alan's still, as he says in the comments, what's up, Alan? Alan's still a little bit sore over it. I called the last match. I knew
WrestleMania last night.
So we have about 17 books this week. We're going to obviously, as always, wait a little while, let people stream in. But I'm not expecting a big audience this week because...
Why?
WWE Raw. I mean, everybody's probably watching Raw, and we're going to be going until about 11:30. So I'm guesstimating people will be popping in around 11:30, maybe. Give or take.
Well, they could always watch post live too. I mean, you know, it's not
They could.
You know,
They probably will.
That is the greatest thing about live shows. That if you don't watch it live with us, you could
always watch it post live.
There you go.
So before we get started, like I said, we'll talk a little bit about stuff going on now. Last week, we did the Thor hammer. This week, Mike and I actually will have the Thanos Gauntlet. Like I said, that will be going up tomorrow. You have that to look forward to. Dark Avenger Podcast Episode 0 has dropped. And the mention of 5, but really 4 solid with 1 in the planning podcast to follow. We'll be hitting SoundCloud next month for the month of May. We'll be seeing where that goes. So look forward to, if you'd like to know what those 4 or 5 podcasts were, go check out the Dark Avenger Podcast Episode 0. There was a lot of recording for that. See, this is what happens when you take about a month off. You take a month off from doing podcasts, you go back in doing your own, and it's like... But anyway, other than that, there's another video that will be going up. Last week, Mike and I did an Oreo one. By the way, you do have a, I will say it live here.
Well, I didn't want to
There was a comment.
Oh, comment? What comment?
From one of the people from the Dysfunctional Gaming Discord who watched the video and asked for you to try Firecracker Chocolate.
Really?
I have it in our cart.
Oh, okay.
So we will...
All right. Thank you.
So Michael will be doing it on his channel. Because we're moving the tasting over to his channel.
No.
The tasting.
Not the tasting one. I thought we were just...
No, that was going to be your shtick also.
I thought we were...
Both.
No, I thought it was one.
Either way, Michael's going to try it out. We'll grab a bar.
It'll be like a random video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because there was a project. There is a
project.
project.
Oh, no, Mike has another project he's working on.
I'm not going to say what the name of it is, but there is a secret project I'm working on my channel that will have an intro and an outro that I made up, and hopefully YouTube won't WMG it because it's an underground band.
Right.
Because I looked very hard for what bands I could use. And it'll be, lots of fun. I'll be mentioning Dark Avenger 86 because it will be working together. It'll be like, I'll do one thing on my side.
Jesse!
What's up, Jesse? Like, I'll do one thing on my side, and then...
I'm going to be taking over on the second end.
Right. And whichever it could be, it could be anything.
Anything and everything.
Right. So,
it kind of is going to build up to, a lot of you are aware that I did a lot of different things on my channel a couple of years ago before Dark Avenger Inc. And we're trying to kind of find a norm to that. Now, again, this channel isn't partnered anymore, so we can do whatever the hell we want, provided, of course, we do follow the guidelines. I'm not saying we can do anything we want, but following the guidelines that YouTube has for us, there's a few things I'm doing that's going to shake things up on this channel. Not shake them up as in, oh my God, this entire channel's changing again. What's going on? No,
like a Vince McMahon
no. But there are going to be things I'm working on. You guys are, let me put it this way. You all are already seeing it. If you've been watching that's an example right there.
Oh,
that's an example.
Yes, Shield.
That's permanently on the wall, but not permanently. I could take it down, but that's going to be permanently back
now.
Anyway, there are different things I'm working on this channel. I am also working on Twitch on Dark Avenger Gaming. I'm doing a lot of different things, and I'm having a good time with it. I really am, and we're just building up. And I want to thank everyone who's come over here in the past 3 weeks. We've had 9 subscribers join the Dark Avenger Nation, subscribe this channel. I really appreciate that. Tons of followers on Dark Avenger Gaming. I think I went up 14 followers in the past month, which is great, and I appreciate all the love and support. And hopefully, like I said, I got links in the description below. If you're not part of the Comic Frontline Discord, you guys should. If you love comics, you definitely love it there. And we got the Undisputed Frost. We got the Undisputed Club. Chop. There you go. What y'all up to? Oh, we just doing our comics. I'm just letting everybody slowly stream in, and then I'm going to be doing my review Frost. So you made it just in time. Mike mentioned the secret project.
Yes, if you all want to know what the secret project is, it is in the making. So I go over to Do the Rock 18 also. Still subscribe to Dark Avengers 86, but I will go over to Do the Rock 18 also and hit that subscribe button.
I'm gonna be dual. We're gonna do a dual link thing.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, just expect, because once that secret project's released, believe me, you're gonna want to see.
Oh, Scotty is in the house. What's up, Scotty? What's going on? What's going on, man?
So with that,
Frost, did you see on NXT? But other than that, there is another video that's I mentioned the tasting thing. There's gonna be another video that's going to be going up on Thursday. I want to say.
Well, I could use a video actually. So.
On my channel. No, I mean here.
I thought you meant
No, that's a different one.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a video that goes up on here on Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be the Marvel Legends review. There's one more Legend prop that will be reviewed next week, and then we'll figure out where we're going from there.
We're me close to being, I think, 700 videos, or no, I think 800 videos. I think I should come up with my own intro for every video. I mean, for the secret project, I already have, but I mean for every video. I really got to think about it.
Oh, my God, that's scary. Bray Wyatt just hugged Jeff Hardy.
Oh, well.
Understood, Scotty. No worries. Yeah, that's what I think Jesse and Alan are both doing, is watching this and watching WWE at the same time, which is understandable. It is the Raw after WrestleMania, and this is where all the big stuff happens. So, that being said, okay, he's talking to Jesse. That being said, we got 17 books this week. We're going to get through it. We're back on time. I'm very happy that we're back on time. And I was talking about the Comic Frontline Discord. Do not also see, I'm throwing in, I've got like a billion things and a billion synapses connecting to a billion other synapses. Mention Comic Frontline if you are a huge fan of gaming. Dark Avenger Gaming is a proud member of the Dysfunctional Gaming Discord. I am the member of the month over there. Super honored to be the member of the month over on Dysfunctional Gaming. Link is in the description below right now. Link is also on my Twitch channel. If you like gaming, if you like talking games, and if you're looking for a really awesome community, click that follow button and join the Dysfunctional Gaming Discord today. Or is it a join button? Would you say it's a join button? Click the join button.
Or if you have any video game related questions and need to ask somebody, I got to come to also.
They could go to Dysfunctional and get very good answers.
Well, yeah, them too. But I'm just saying, people who know me.
Right. They stole my... he's talking about NXT. I was about to say, I didn't say anything about ideas yet. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't be saying I stole ideas. I didn't steal no ideas. There's no ideas being stolen.
Nope.
All right. But with that, you want to see Chris launch himself out of a can? Damn right. Damn right.
Yep.
Let's get into the books this week. And we've been talking about WWE. Mike, Mike's all independent.
Well, actually, before we get into these books, or digitally.
Oh, that's right. They were released.
Were released on April 4th, 2018, the first week of April.
And I'd just like to point out one trade paperback.
Oh, yes.
That did come out. Now, you guys know I've been reviewing this series since issue 0, honestly. And this is from our good friend, like family, part of Comic Frontline staff as well, Danson, Argo 5. Its first trade paperback is here, everybody. The first 6 issues, issue 0 through 5. We are proud backers to the Kickstarter that got this book published. I will be backing every single trade. As you guys can see, we got several Argo 5s on the wall. This book is a must-have. If you missed out on Argo 5, I believe we're hitting issue number 25 soon. This is your first 5 issues, or 6 issues right here. Grab it. I believe Dan is going to be doing another one soon for issues 6 through 10. Really looking forward to that trade. I'm going to be trade paper. My physical, I have everything Argo 5 digitally. I'm looking to trade paperback this entire series. It is worth your read. Excellent stories, excellent characters. You will love each and every one of the characters that are a part of Argo 5. And the trade is available now on Indie Planet. Get your hands on one. Look at this beautiful cover. I'm telling you. There's your back cover. You've got the whole thing. Beautiful pages of comic. Oh, go ahead.
JLS said Mike did good ice skating the other day. He should review a book while skating sometime. Why? Thank you. That was actually the first time I was ice skating, and that would be interesting, but I will fall on my behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I should do that. But thank you for watching my video. I'm glad you popped over there to see it.
But yeah, just like in all the books, pinups at the end of the trade as well. Check it out. Worth it. 100% worth it. Definitely check this book out. And I see other people have come in. So let's
we got
give
Tevia.
welcome to Tevia. Yes, I backed that Kickstarter. Awesome. So Scotty's going to be getting the book. And welcome to Mr. Jeremy Renfro. I see you, man. Just dropping by to say hi. Got it. Got all if current Power Ranger volumes. Okay, take care, Jeremy. Popped in and popped out. I'll be doing my Twitch this week. Oh, sweet. So Undisputed Frost is going to be doing some Far Cry 5. I got to continue my Far Cry 5, actually.
I can't ice skate for nothing. Props to you, Michael. Oh, now, Scotty, I mean, if you tried, though, it's very easy. You know, like once you get the hang of it. You know?
All right. We've done our intro show. We are officially 10 minutes in. Let's get to what this video is, and that is the comic review.
So as we said last night was WrestleMania, which was interesting.
Disappointing.
But I have this digital comic of WrestleMania 2018 special, issue number 1. The yearly comic book of every big event comes out of Boom Studios of that. And in this were just 4 stories. First stories talked about The Miz, who went up against John Cena at WrestleMania, and we all remember that. Was called You Can Hate Me Now, so I thought that was awesome. And as he always says, I'm The Miz and I'm awesome. So that was a good story of that. Second story, When Macho Man Loves a Woman, was when Macho Man got the hell beaten out of by
Ultimate Warrior.
No, by that lady. Oh God,
Miss Elizabeth. Not Miss Elizabeth.
No, not Miss Elizabeth. The one before that, Shan.
Okay, keep going.
Well, anyway, yeah, and then Miss Elizabeth came in to save him, so then they show outside of him going Miss Elizabeth.
I thought they showed the Warrior chasing him for a bit.
Well, actually, in Iron Sharpens Iron was actually the Ultimate Warrior who went against Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's the story I'm thinking.
So that was the story of that. And the last story, the Authority Wears Parada, was where Stephanie McMahon was all about showing about how she make WrestleMania and what clothes that she should choose and stuff like that.
That was from WrestleMania, I think, last year where he fought Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and that was all that.
At first, I thought the story with Stephanie was supposed to be like a taking place now kind of deal behind.
I thought so too, actually, but it was more.
No, once she walked out and they showed like her outside, you could see it was Triple H when he fought Roman Reigns,
right?
Or was that Seth Rollins last year? No, it was Roman Reigns.
Was 2 years ago.
Seth Rollins was 2 years.
Right.
Triple H has a over 15. He's been losing a lot of. Triple H is the pick over guy lately. He literally loses at every single WrestleMania.
Yes,
couple of
and
years.
Stephanie's arm got hers broke again, thanks by good old Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
I still will not acknowledge her as Rowdy Ronda Rousey because that is Roddy Piper. Period.
But it's in respect of him.
Good.
So what's the problem? She's not calling herself the hottest rod.
Continue on. I don't want to
anymore on purpose. Let's continue on. Red Sonja, issue number 14, where her and Wallace go to the land of the living because the last issue Wallace was losing his mind. What?
The land of the living.
That's what's
Isn't that where we are?
But they're going to the land of the living.
We are the land of the living.
That's what. Do you want me to show you?
This is the land of the living. I'm alive. So they came here.
Let me show you. It was but only if you return to the land of the living.
So they're in the land of the dead and they're taking somebody back to the world of the living.
They're going to. Let me explain my story. So they're going there because they are part of it, but Wallace saw his family, which was in the land of the dead. But they're going to the living because Cullen Goth is taking over with power. And actually, at the end of the issue, where we saw.
Oh, wait. Can't lie. I come here because the boys entertain me. I love it. Not many YouTuber channels can do that. I'm glad you come here and enjoy it, Ross. It means the world to us that you enjoy our stuff. We always try to be entertaining.
Well, we do, especially when it comes to Brooklyn Boys as well. But with that, when it comes to Brooklyn Boys,
we're talking about the comic review, though.
All right, well, can I go a little bit off a little bit?
You've been off. Come back on.
I am on.
On what? I'm talking about the land of the living, and you don't even know that this is the land of the living.
Because you didn't even read the book, and you think you know the book.
I don't know the book, but I'm
So
telling you, I know this is the land of the living.
They meet with Colin Goth in the end. Red Sonja comes in as he beat the holy hell out of Sir Max. And it looks like in the next issue, it's going to be Red Sonja going against Colin Goth once more, I guess, or so. In that. And speaking of the living, or your land of the dead, The Walking Dead issue number 178.
This is NWO.
Yes, the New World Order, part 4 of
You keep missing the bottom. Lift it up a little bit.
I have the bottom.
No, I mean you cut it.
I have the bottom right over here.
There you go.
Yeah, but you keep pushing me forward to because your arm's right there and I have no room. But anyway, can I get into the review? Because I have only 3 more left. So in The Walking Dead, basically it's just we found out that Maggie's with Dante, and Sophia found out the whole thing and wasn't too thrilled about it. But luckily, after the talking thing, Maggie says that she wants to be happy because after the whole Glenn thing, she hasn't been very happy. So we found out about that. We also have Michonne and daughter moment where the daughter was saying about the whole that I hated you all these years and stuff like that. And even though I might still do, Michonne says, "But I'm your mother and I'll always be here for you." And I thought that was very nice. Sebastian, the governor's son, I swear to God, I want to slap him.
Why don't you just send Nash and Hall after him? I mean, the NWO.
Yeah, I hate Sebastian in this book because he's all he was assaulting one of the women, and she even slapped Michonne's daughter, and he's saying, "Michonne, don't do anything because we have to know where we have to be put in our place." And she didn't really like that answer too much because she wants to be part of their community because the daughter's there. But if all this is happening, who knows where it's going to go from there? So that's going to lead to some major issues. A new volume came out from Zenescope. I believe this comes out either next week or so. I don't know, but it was in this week for some reason. I don't know.
I didn't see it in this week. I didn't get anything from Zenescope this week.
Unless maybe it's for... Well, I read it.
All right, good.
Well, what I'm talking about is Grimm Tales of Terror, Volume 4, Issue number 1. And this is actually being take place from the upcoming film, actually, which they did say... let me show you. The events of this issue tie directly into the upcoming feature film.
So don't give too many spoilers away.
Well, I'm not going to. What I'm just going to say is I love their stories. It's just basically talking about a new teacher that comes into the school, and they think that, this teacher is this and that, but they all know that they don't believe into spirits and all that. But we have a new student that comes in where she comes up with all... There was really... funky stuff that happened in this book that I don't want to give away because of the film that's actually coming out. But I really enjoy Grimm Tales of Terror. I mean, I'm glad that they actually made another volume to that because I think it's after every 13 issues they go into a new volume. So kudos for Grimm Tales of Terror to make it to Volume 4 for that. And I'm really looking forward for the film that's coming out. I'm going. IDW gladly presents from Archie Comics.
I'm sad that it left Archie Comics.
But I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 1. Faster than the speed of sound, Hedgehog is back in comic books.
And Mega Man's in Udon, but they want $5 or $6 for his book, so we didn't get it.
I didn't get that actually on here. But anyway, I did review this on Comic Frontline, so it just talks about how Sonic is facing off against the Super Butnicks because Dr. Eggman has vanished ever since their last battle. So with that, Tails makes an appearance and helps them out facing against them. And as Tails is staying behind to help, the civilians of the village, Sonic goes off on a mission to actually find out more about the Super Butnicks or Robotniks, however they say it. But I think it's Super Butnicks, they said in this one. But
Super
with
Butts,
that,
huh?
no, Budnicks or Butnick. I don't know how they say it. But anyway, we do know that Eggman's alive, of course. And it looks like that Amy the Hedgehog is going to be appearing because he actually made mention about squishing 2 hedgehogs at the same time. And it's going to be a weekly issue, actually, because it's coming out next week also. So I'm be looking forward to doing that and reviewing it on Comic Front.
Yeah, and we're going to be getting the trade of that when it comes out from IDW.
And now we're in the big 2.
Big 2. Here we go. We're starting with the lower Marvels. Well, this one isn't considered really a lower Marvel for me. I don't know why I put it first, but I'm going to put it up. It's not a lower Marvel. Let's start with this book, and then we'll talk about lower Marvel. We've got The Fate of the Four continuing with Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing, and Human Torch. I am,
number 5.
This is issue number 5 for Marvel 2-in-1. At first, I got to be honest with all of you. I was not into Marvel 2-in-1. I was dragging along. I was hoping to hear that the Fantastic Four was coming back, and we got that answer now anyway. But the last 2 issues have been spectacular for me. I really am enjoying this Marvel 2-in-1. So they're still in this dark world where Doom took over Galactus, and now Doom has devoured all of reality except for Earth. The entirety of all the galaxies, just Earth is around. And all they had to do was promise not to go anywhere. And what
I'm sorry to interrupt, Scotty. Mike representing Sonic and Mario. Oh, with the ice skating, yeah. Thank you.
So what happens is when Johnny and Ben showed up, they thought, or Doom thought, that Mr. Fantastic was trying to leave or find a way out of that reality. And that's when he sends his heralds, or basically himself, to Earth. And basically Doom is coming. And what happens is we get to see Sue. Sue is alive in this universe, and she's the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she gave up on Reed because Reed kind of lost it. After they lost Johnny and Ben, Reed just lost himself, and it took Ben and Johnny's return to kind of snap him out of it, and I like it. I really do like it, and I think that Ben and Johnny are going to get help with the loss of their powers. I think that Reed's going to help them by the time this arc is done, and I'm just really enjoying this arc now, man. I didn't expect to enjoy it, but here I am enjoying it. Now we're in the lower tier. X-Men Gold, number 25. The return of that gigantic monster that was in that story where it was in between the X-Men leaving that alternate planet, or that alien world that Shadow Cat and Nightcrawler were stuck on. Apparently he followed them back to Earth, and that's how they got out of jail, basically. Magic showed up and said, listen, they fought this big thing before, and they stopped it. They're heroes, not knowing that Storm lost her mind in solitary confinement because she can't be locked up. That's one of the things about Storm. She kind of loses it. And Storm already freed herself, and the guy's like, you know what? Okay, you go be heroes. And they save the day, and what happens? They're anointed. They're not anointed. They're basically freed. They don't go back to jail because it's like, you know what? These are heroes. They saved the day. They've saved New York. Obviously, they were telling the truth, that they were being mind controlled. So they're not going back to jail. They're the good guys. So now there are 12 people on the X-Men team, and I think that they're going to be pushing Pyro to the side, and this is how he's going to turn to the villainous side again, possibly. I don't know. Interesting book, but let's see where it goes. See, X-Men Blue, I gave the benefit of the doubt for a couple of issues. We're through this whole jail thing now. Let's see where this goes. Obviously, we're going towards Shadow Cat and Colossus's wedding. So let's let the wedding happen, and then after the wedding, we'll talk about whether, by that point, who knows if they might not already fresh start the X-Men, and then it won't matter anymore.
Okay. This is our review for Frontline, The Punisher, or Punisher War Machine Part 6, issue number 223. So the Punisher has to stop a missile that was set off by Pedro, I think his name was.
Yes.
Yeah, Pedro, yeah. And then he does do it successfully, but then Nick Fury shuts him down because of all the destruction that he'll be causing with that. And when he's out of the suit, he fights with Pedro in his armor. And what's good about the things is that it doesn't take a human to like if a human faces an armor, that's not the armor being powerful of the human unless you know the weaknesses. And that's what Frank Castle did, which was very strategical of taking out the armor's weaknesses, of basically destroying Pedro, which is what he was going to do. Carol, actually, Captain Marvel, I wanted to show you, actually, makes an appearance at the last page of the issue, and I think that she will be going after the Punisher, because the Punisher now is in New York. Carol, just wanted to show you. Yeah. And with him being back in the New York groove, it looks like we're going to be in a new story arc, but it seems like he still has the armor for that. And I'll definitely be checking that out to see where it's going to be going from there. Really great book, and I'm enjoying War Machine.
Yeah, I think you'd like it, Scotty. Scotty says he really has to read it.
Yeah, you really should. It's really amazing. Definitely something to read.
All right, and back on the read list, at least until the end of this arc and the end of the Amazing Spider-Man volume, and we go into a new volume where I'll try that out for a little while as well. Amazing Spider-Man 798.
Nice cover.
The fight between Green Goblin and Spider-Man, and then the grand reveal.
Wait a minute, is this the Hobgoblin?
Green Goblin.
Oh, is this a Green Goblin? Oh, I didn't.
And then the grand reveal of the Red Goblin in the wake of the fight, because Spider-Man won, and then all of a sudden, Norman's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm not really." Yeah, he comes out of it, he's like, "Man, you are naive," and that's when he becomes the Red Goblin. Oh. And J. Jonah Jameson escapes with the help of Flash, or the Anti-Venom, and that doesn't count, Tevye. You're in a different company now. Now you jump company just to flip around what I'm saying with that. That has nothing to do with what I said. Anyway, and then Red Goblin comes out and beats the crap out of Pete. Beats the crap out of him and says, "Listen, this isn't no Green Goblin anymore. I'm not going to just try to kill you and your love. I'm going to kill your loved ones too. And this isn't like before where I threw somebody off a bridge. I will make them suffer before they die unless you put the suit out and don't ever swing again. One more swing, one more wall crawl, and everybody you know and love and yourself are dead." And we get a little symbolism at the end. But Pete is not giving up. So I'm really interested in seeing how Pete's going to beat the Red Goblin now, because his spider sense doesn't work on symbiotes. And obviously Norman's stronger than him now. So what's going to happen? I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see how this whole thing is going to end. But moving on, another lower book is Avengers. No, this isn't a lower book. I'm sorry. We left the lower books. There was only one lower book. Avengers No Surrender 13 or Avengers 687. At this point, I don't care what's going on anymore with the Avengers. I really just care about where they're going with Voyager, and I care about what's going on with Bruce Banner. The Hulk is back, and Bruce is kind of like, he's like, "I invented this to die." And he's talking to Jarvis. This was the best scene in the book for me. He was talking to Jarvis about what it felt like when Hawkeye killed him. He's like, "I invented this arrow. It was supposed to kill me, in case to keep the Hulk from coming out again." And he's telling Jarvis, "Do you know how it felt? It wasn't a shot and done. It was agonizing pain before I died. He took an arrow to the eye, through the brain." And Jarvis is like, and he's doubting himself. He's like, "I shouldn't be here. The Hulk is a very dangerous person. I'm dangerous." And he's just completely at a low point right now. He doesn't know what to do. And now he's like, now the Hulk can't die. So Bruce doesn't know what to do. And Jarvis is trying to convince him, "You got to help your friends. You're back. You're alive. The Avengers need you. They need your help." And he's like, "No, they don't need me. If anything, they should ship me off to the next world or the next planet or whatever." And I like that, because we've got like that core of Bruce Banner back now a bit, where the Hulk is a curse again. It's not like he hulks out and it's like, he's in control, or even before he wasn't in control of the Hulk. Now it's back to being the Hulk wants to destroy everything. And that's what I'm excited to see when we get the Immortal Hulk coming soon. I just hope it's not one of those things where they try to kill Bruce Banner and then he hulks out. And then they try to kill him in the next arc and then he hulks. You know what I mean? I want it to be an actual story. Okay, the Hulk's immortal. I don't care. Move forward and give us Hulk stories again. Give us good Hulk stories again. I don't care if he's immortal. We all kind of knew the Hulk was immortal. Old Man Logan is proof.
It's been established already for how many years?
Maestro, who is a version of the Hulk from an alternate universe, is proof that the Hulk is already immortal. We know this already. Yippee. Now let's get good stories with it. Let's get good stories with the present Hulk. That's what I want. And I don't want none of the bullshit of the Hulk can beat everybody in the world. Yeah. No. Anyone, period.
Oh.
Every character has their weaknesses.
I was going to say something, but then I thought not to.
Question, what's going to happen to Jimmy Hudson? That's a good question. I have no clue because Jimmy Hudson is not really from the X-Men Blue line. He's not from the past. He's from the Ultimate Universe. I think that Jimmy Hudson will end up joining the X-Men. I don't know if he'll get his memory back, but I think that Jimmy Hudson is going to meet Logan, the our Logan, the young Logan. I think Old Man Logan's going to end up going back at some point. Possibly soon. I'm not sure. But I think Jimmy Hudson and Logan are going to find a connection together.
Yep.
I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think that's what's going to happen. I don't see Jimmy leaving. I see the other X-Men will be going back to the past. And I think somehow Jean with X-Men Red is going to bring back present-day Cyclops somehow. Because if they're killing off the Inhumans, that means they're going to bring back the one person that died because of the Inhumans, possibly. I don't know. You can't not have Cyclops. As much as I'd love to say you cannot have Cyclops, at some point you got to have Cyclops back.
Of course.
At least young Cyclops was likable. You got to bring the older Cyclops back and make him likable again because he's been hated for. I hate him. You got to make me like him again, and that's going to take a while.
Indeed.
Ouch, out of the brain. Yes, it hurts. Rogan Gambit, issue number 4 of 5. I still believe this is a mini. I hope that they're not. I don't know if they're considering putting this as a full ongoing series, but I'm enjoying it. I'm liking Rogue and Gambit getting more and more memories from each other's side points of view in the past, and they're losing their powers because of this woman whose name I forgot, because she's going to be a villain that's here for this miniseries and gone the absolute moment this miniseries is over or this arc is over. But I also like that Rogue and Gambit are getting very, very close. I wouldn't say on the Kitty Colossus kind of close because they're getting married, but I feel like you've got a very strong relationship building with Rogue and Gambit, and I'd like to see them together. You don't have to marry them off, especially because you're already marrying off another 2 X-Men like right now, but it's nice to have them together. It's nice seeing them and having them together. I like that. I like the idea of Rogue and Gambit finally kind of saying, yeah, we're together. Not married, but together. Now, what I've been excited for from Marvel, all new Wolverine, issue number 33, Old Woman Laura. So now this is basically Wolverine at Old Man Logan. This is Old Woman Laura. This is in the distant past. Now, this Wolverine right here, this is not Laura. Spoiler alert. But you could also tell by the claws. If you look really close at the claws, you could tell who this Wolverine already is. And spoiler alert warning here, Gabby takes over. Justin, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the comic review. I forgot what episode it is. It is episode number
439.
439.
It's right there.
How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully you're enjoying Raw. Hopefully you didn't feel as disappointed as we did with WrestleMania.
We are not going to talk about that right now.
I said the distant future to you. So Gabby is now Wolverine. Laura is dying. Apparently her cells are degenerating and she only has a couple of months to live. So before she dies, she wants to do one last thing. She brought Manticore up from the dirt. She literally built Manticore back up. She is the queen of Manticore, basically. And before she dies, she wants to find Belladonna because she disappeared. And there was a hint of the Doom Wars, which that would be cool if that actually does happen. Now, again, I think this is just like Old Man Logan. This is a possible future, not an in-stone future. And the reason I say it's a possible future is because look at Old Man Logan. We know for a fact that that hasn't happened. So I think Old Woman Laura, again, we're getting that possible future. And what she's doing is she wants to go after Belladonna, find her. Because she was arrested, then she was freed, and then she disappeared during the Doom War. And Kamala is actually the president of the United States. That was awesome. I like that. I liked it. And she goes to the president for help to get information, and she gets some information, and we get to see Maria Hill's super old, and she's like, I'm going with you if you're going to Latveria, because that's where they think that Belladonna is being held prisoner, is in I can't pronounce it for the life of me. Latverin? Oh, my God. Where Doom is from. I'm going to have to ask Jay to pronounce it for me, because it's been pronounced for me before, and it just out of my head. But they go there. Gabby's with them, and Gabby, they're getting ready to go in. They find out. I'm not going to give you the whole plot here, but they find out how to get in. If you want to know how and from whom, read the book. Good stuff. And we find out that something Gabby did. Like, they're getting ready to go in, and Gabby's like, "No, you're not." And it's like, "What do you mean?" And then somebody's coming. Latveria. The
one that you...
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't need a compass to show me which way Latveria is, but thank you. Media Jack, everyone, is an awesome guy. I've been sailing with him on Sea of Thieves. You guys, if you guys like podcasts, if you guys enjoy hearing some really cool topical stuff, you should go check out Media Jack, by the way. Because I don't know how long Media Jack's here. I know I promote a lot of people at the end of the show, but I don't know how long we're going to have JD, who is the Media Jack, in this review. JD is an awesome podcaster. He works at a radio station, met lots of really awesome people. I would definitely say go over to his YouTube, Twitch. He's all over social media as the Media Jack, and go check him out. I enjoy his podcast. I think all of you will as well. So go check out the Media Jack while I have him in the show, because he's probably going to leave in a couple of minutes anyway. But Latveria. Thank you, Jesse. Latveria. But yeah, go check out the Media Jack. But I like this book. I'm excited to see where it's going. Enough about me. I'm here to watch you have me, guys. Okay. But I enjoyed Old Woman Logan. I think that is definitely one of my top books out of Marvel this week. All New Wolverine, Avengers, for sure, were two of my favorites out of Marvel. I am reading a couple of others, but as I always say, they're casual reads, so I'm not reviewing everything I read. But that will change if you listen to the Dark Avenger podcast, episode 0. Wink, wink. That's all I'm going to say. Listen to episode 0, and you'll know what I'm talking about when it comes to casual reading comics.
Why are you winking at people? You know, they might get the wrong message.
Mike, what's the next book?
We're going into DC now.
We're going into DC.
And we're going to start off with Green Arrow, issue number 39. This is all a new ball game. New writers, new artists, new everything.
New compass?
And probably a new compass. But I would say it's average read. I'm not saying it's a bad book. Before any of you jump down my throat like saying, "Oh, but Mike,
Jack, you gave me a good idea for an item to send." Oh.
Yeah, and before anyone jumps down my throat like saying, "Oh, but Mike, you praise this book so much." I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying...
Thank you for sharing the link, Alan.
I'm not saying it's best. I'm saying it's average in a good way. We get introduced to this new character called, actually, Nothing. That's his name. Nothing. And his organization is that he has a group of these little children that were missing, and he turns them into soldiers who kill people, basically.
And they're nothing. This kind of sounds a little bit like Nobody. Remember Nobody from Robbins? Yep. Okay.
Probably that. And, we met up with this new guy also. What's his name? That actually... Well, Reggie Jones died in a helicopter crash and all that stuff. And
I have no idea who Reggie Jones is.
Basically, all this destruction is by...
Reggie Jones is dead, everyone!
But this is all by the plans of Deathstroke.
Who's Reggie Jones?
The sidekick of Green Arrow. But this is all plans from Deathstroke that actually is with this whole chaos that's going on. And he's trying to find Deathstroke, but... he finds the group, and they go, death to chaos, death to everyone, glory to nothing, and yada, yada, yada. And as Green Arrow tries to help them, because nobody likes Oliver Queen, they like Green Arrow because of the whole trial thing that happened. And we get a little bit of why he's called Nothing, and they just leave Green Arrow behind in his own pool of blood, basically. In
Ouch.
that sense. Very ouch. So I don't know what this is going to do for Green Arrow, but...
there are so many never-ending story references being thrown out right now. Yes, we all love the never-ending story.
Oh, I love
1,
that.
2, and we try to forget 3. But
oh,
it does
you mean
exist.
where the
Jack
other
Black.
people read the...
What was that for? I don't even know. I know that they
no,
went too far.
that
was 3. I think it was 3.
I think.
1 and 2 were 2 was okay. 1 was the
One
best.
is the best movie you will never, ever, ever see again. Unless they remake it.
Unless you get the DVD and then you can watch it over and over and over again, and then you don't have to worry
And
about
please
never
let's not
seeing
remake it. Please no.
Oh, they will.
No, please
Oh, they
no.
will. Oh, they are. They're doing it right now, probably.
Are you serious?
No, but I actually did get a share for a trailer for The Meg. I think you should see The Meg.
The hell's the Meg?
You'll see. I think some of you out there have seen this trailer. Think what we've wanted a sequel to for a while as far as horror sci-fi movies. The Meg. That's all I'm going to say. This might be something else I have to check out. Moving along in DC, though, Nightwing issue number 42. I was not a fan of the artwork. I liked the story. I did not like the artwork, and there was one page in particular I do want to share.
I was gonna actually scroll.
I did not like. I did like the Naruto reference. There was a Naruto mask in here that I did like that. That's Nightwing, everyone. That's how the artist drew Nightwing. Did not care for the art.
What did they do then?
I did not care for it at all. Oh, there you go. Alan
did they
shared a
make
link.
him into Lance Armstrong where his body stretches out more? Look at his face.
No, it's not Event Horizon 2, but that would be cool. Alan shared the link to the Meg.
They made him like Lance Armstrong.
I don't know, but I did not care for the art. The story was pretty good. But I did not care for the artwork, and that took a bit away for me. It took a lot away from the story. But at the same time, it was so cool because you had why couldn't we have like Brett Booth doing this book? I mean, it was ninjas, it was dragons, it was so good. And then you gave us this artist, and it's like, damn it. We had okay artwork for the freaking Judge that took us a half a year to get through. And then you give us a good one and done story with Damon and ninjas and fighting and all these different tiers that Nightwing had to go through. And you gave us this artist.
Mm-hmm. Moving on.
Why can't I get one good Nightwing book with the art and the story together? Why can't I just get one? I've been trying to get it ever since they brought Nightwing back. I mean, come on. One.
Just one.
Just one.
Just the one time.
And then I'll keep reading it regardless. No, I won't. If it sucks, I will drop it. But give me one good one.
You hear him, DC. Give him one good one and he will read.
I love the story. I loved it. But I can't put it in my top 5 because I did not like this art.
But if you do want to know top 5 books, you can tune in tomorrow night.
I might put it in my top 5 regardless. It's really low.
Frontline Live tomorrow night, everybody, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it.
Just one time. One time. Give me good art and good story together. It's the whole point of a comic is the good art and the good story together. Fused in a little tiny book.
As one.
As one issue or one story arc. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, that can be frustrating. Good story, bad art. I wouldn't say it was bad art. It just didn't fit. You saw how Nightwing looked. It was like, what am I reading? I'm bleeding, apparently, somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. I must have cut my leg.
Oh.
I'll fix it later.
That's what happens for good story, but
not good. It makes you bleed from the leg. But moving into some good stories now, before I bleed out. No, I'm not bleeding out. It was just a tiny little cut. Batman White Knight, issue 7 of 8. Holy crap. Did stuff hit the fan quick or did stuff hit the fan quick? Napier is losing himself to the Joker. The medicine isn't working anymore. So slowly the Joker's coming back, and there's nothing Jack can do to stop it. He's finally come to the realization that Joker's coming back. So he's got to stop Neo Joker before the Joker comes back. And Batman, who we saw Napier go to him at the very first issue, we knew he was coming. We find out Harley's the one that sent him. Batman could have escaped whenever he wanted, but he waited because he knew that Harley was going to send Napier to him because Napier can't do it on his own. I loved it. I love that moment. And then Batman's like, you know what? This whole thing's gone on too much. He had Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, apologize for arresting him. He's like, don't even apologize. You're right. And when all this is done, I'm going to come out with the truth about Batman. And Napier's like, I'll come out with the truth about what I did. You know, as long as you have, like, that's how Batman's helping him. He's like, he'll come out that he got the information he did illegally. So basically both of them are coming out and both of them are going down because of it. And I like how we find out that Jason did survive, that the Joker in this timeline did not kill Jason because Jason cracked and said who Batman was. And Napier he claims he knew that Batman was Bruce Wayne since doing the digging because every time something bad happened, the Bruce Wayne Foundation was right there to clean up the Batman mess. So he said either it was you or Bruce Wayne really liked to cover your messes. But he said, I knew it was you. It did get me a few movies. got that. Dread I did not. And The Girl Next Door didn't get that. I got Thor. I got 2 movies this week. I finally got Thor Ragnarok, and I got Star Wars The Last Jedi, breaking my Steelbook collection. Because the Steelbook only was in 4K, and I don't have a 4K anything at all. How many times Jason Todd keep coming back? Look, this is a different world, Tevia. Different world, different place, different everything. I'm surprised you didn't ask where Tim Drake was in this thing, but he's not here. And I hear they're going to be doing a sequel to this, so I'm really excited to see where the sequel is going to go and how this is going to end. White Knight, excellent book. We're in the last 2, and as always, it's a Batman, and then it's a Superman, but Batman 44. This is the Batman cover. I actually got the physical Batman cover from DCBS, but to be safe, I ordered a copy of the Catwoman cover from Midtown because there's this one which says something old, something new, and then I think Catwoman's was something.
Wait, maybe it might be somewhere in the book.
No, God, something blue. Fill in the first one. I forget that one. Something old, something new. Something blank, something blue.
I don't know.
I forget the saying.
Well, did they say in the book the saying or
no? But somebody borrowed something blue.
Yeah, they don't show the.
So this issue is all about Catwoman finding her wedding gown, and she does it the only way Catwoman does. And as she's doing it, we're getting kind of like the timeline of Batman and Catwoman throughout their 4K back and forth. Let's say, put it that way. And I love how Catwoman, because this is what I'm thinking as a reader. Batman's like, we keep changing, and Catwoman's like, yeah, we keep changing suits. It's the suits. We keep changing costumes every so often. And I love that. And it's true. You see all the different Batman and Catwoman costumes throughout time in this book. And it's all about them separating, them and Batman questioning, is this how we're going to be? Catwoman quitting crime, coming back to crime. It was a really awesome ride, honestly. And then Batman having these doubts, like, is this going to be forever? Are we going to still be married? When we get married, is this going to be forever? And I truly do hope that DC keeps this, like they kept Lois and Clark. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with Catwoman and Batman. I really feel like there's a lot of possibility there. And especially because they've gone through all the trouble with Damian, with Damian's mom, with everything going on with Superman. I would hope that they're going to keep this and not just be like, oh, they got married. Oh, they're divorced. That's it. Catwoman had to be Catwoman. No, Cat's got to be a cat. I hope they don't do that. I thought it was something turtle. Hey, it could be turtle. Hey.
I like turtles.
I know you do.
I have a turtle.
So they have a kid. Would it be called? No, if they have a kid, it's Helena. Huntress. Huntress is Batman and Catwoman's daughter.
Oh, I knew that.
Last book.
This cover's all over the place.
It is, and so is the book. Superman 44. Superman fighting Bizarro, saying, you know, Bizarro has given up, and apparently Bizarro, like Superman, is out of sync. So there's another Bizarro out there, and I think this is going to point to your Bizarro at some point.
Wait, was it?
So be aware. Yes. Apparently, Superman knows that Bizarro is out of sync with the world because he was out of sync, and Bizarro is just like Superman, except his complete opposite. So Bizarro finally, after a long fight, you know, Superman's like, you gotta save your world. Your world is dying. Bizarro's like, you know, I'm a villain. I'm not supposed to be a hero. I'm not. He's fighting with Superman, saying he's not out of sync. But Superman knows he is because he sees the red footsteps, just like what Superman had when we first started in Rebirth before the merge back together. And I think this is why he's coming after your Bizarro. That might be the merger.
Oh.
But in the end, Bizarro basically says he doesn't care about his world, you know, because the whole world hates him. The entire Bizarro world hates him. Even his wife, Lois, turns on him. So he's like, you know what? I'm a bad guy. I'm leaving. And the son's like, there's room on the ship for two. And he's like, nope, I'm a good dad. And Bizarro just leaves his son, leaves the planet. He's like, the planet's yours now, son. Enjoy. Basically not caring. So basically Bizarro turned a bit dark here. I would say Bizarro was very dark by the end of this book. But then Superman comes back with the others. And he reaches out. And I think they took Boy Zorro back to Earth. So I like that moment a lot, that, you know, Superman actually saved at least Boy Zorro. And also Robin Zorro was on the other side of the portal already. So Boy Zorro and Robin Zorro survived all of Bizarro World. So all that's left is Boy Zorro, Robin Zorro, and Bizarro, wherever he's going off into the unknown galaxies. It's easy to change Bohemian Rhapsody to be about Bizarro. Yeah.
Also, I remember the woman's name from WWE, that book, Sensational Sherry. That was with Macho Man.
Okay.
That was her name.
But I liked it. I love the ending to the issue where Superman saved Bizarro's son. He didn't have to. He didn't have to do anything at that point, honestly. He even told John, let them do, you know, let this world go its course. Let them take care of, you know, they have to take care of themselves. But he came back for Boy Zorro at least, and I thought that was great. I did say, you know, it is Bizarro World's fault because they all turned on Bizarro. They all basically said he's not a good Superman. Superman is the perfect one for Bizarro World. So if I was in Bizarro's position, other than the boy part, I was upset that he left his son behind. I would have turned on the whole world and said, well, you know what? You guys don't want me. You think that I'm so bad. I'm so imperfect. Bye-bye. And I would have taken the son, though. It's the only difference. But it's Bizarro, and I love the ending, though. The ending really made that book for me, and I'm hoping that when we get past Action 1000, Bendis doesn't forget all this that's going on, and we get more about Boy Zorro at some point, hopefully. And maybe he'll make a new Bizarro World. Who knows? But I know Bizarro made Bizarro World. Maybe Boy Zorro can do the same. I don't know. Good on Superman. He would save. I know it's very Superman. That's why I love Superman, and that's why I'm very protective. Ever since they brought him back with Rebirth, I'm very protective over the books because they finally fixed him. He's the way he's supposed to be. I don't want anybody coming in and screwing around with it and trying to make him cool again like they tried with New 52. Oh, dear Lord. But with that, that is it for this review, everyone. Before we go, like I was talking to Media Jack, go check him out all across the board. Jesse has a live show each and every Thursday, except last Thursday. He was live on Friday. But every Thursday, Comic Conversation. Go check that out. He's also on SoundCloud. He's following me on SoundCloud. I'm following him on SoundCloud. Go check out JLS Comics on SoundCloud. Go check JLS Comics out live every Thursday for Comic Conversation. Then come back on Sunday mornings for Justin, Exile State Comics, early morning or Sunday morning comics. Every Sunday morning. I'm bad with times. I'm not Jay. I apologize. I'm really sorry, Jesse and Justin. I'm horrible with times. I love you guys and I love your shows. I want everybody to know about them. I'm horrible at memorizing times. But Jesse's on Thursday, JLS Comics. Justin's on Sunday. That's Exile State Comics. And Tevia's always doing reviews. We're waiting on Alan to see what Alan's doing with his channel. My channel tomorrow will have the Thanos Gauntlet. I almost said Infinity Gauntlet. Well, it is. The Thanos Gauntlet review up. We'll have a special video on Thursday or Friday. Go check out the Dark Avenger podcast episode 0 to see what is coming. All good. Okay, awesome. Go check out the Dark Avenger podcast episode 0 to see what's coming on SoundCloud. Definitely, one thing I want to say to everybody here, please be vocal in the comments. Especially when it comes to the Dark Avenger podcast episode 0. I'd love to hear opinions on the teasers I dropped. And also, there's the video I'm dropping this Thursday or more than likely Friday. Be vocal and let us know if you enjoy it, because I am planning to do more. But if you like it, I might make it a almost nothing scheduled, an almost weekly deal if everybody enjoys it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Two-parter. Yeah. So let me know. And also keep an eye on Mike's channel. He's going to be doing something soon. I'm going to be remodeling my channel, everyone. Especially because I have so many different things going on. I'm also going to be taking videos out of the random folder, and I'm going to start making other types of playlists. So stay tuned. On my channel, I might be switching the format up to having playlists for all the different stuff we do here. So this way, if you're watching for a specific thing, obviously the Dark Avenger comic book review is always live. We try to do it every Monday. We try. If we miss it, we always try to catch up on Wednesday. Other than that, everything else is a video. So, or unless we do a Dark Avenger live for a random reason. But everything else has a playlist. I'm going to try to spotlight the playlist on the channel. So regardless what you're coming for, there'll always be a playlist for it. You can go straight in there and see if there's something new. But again, with YouTube, when you go on your subscription page, everything pops up. But in case you think you missed something, it'll have its little, playlist. To the YouTube question on podcast issue 0, yes, do it. The YouTube question now. Oh, okay, yeah, that was one of them, Jesse. The other one was on the other 5 podcasts. Thoughts on them? The teasers for the 5 podcasts. But yeah, I'm glad you said that, Jesse. I actually decided after recording the podcast that I'm going to do it. So the podcast will be live on SoundCloud, and then a month later it will be moved on to the YouTube channel. But please go and support the SoundCloud channel as well if you can. But thank you for your input, Jesse. I appreciate it. I'm going to review the new Tremors movie. There you go. Alan's going to be reviewing the new Tremors movie soon. And Scotty, you are super vocal in the Discord, which is awesome. Just do it.
Okay. Just do it. Yes, you can.
Don't forget to go check out Dan's trade for Argo 5, issues 0 through 5. Argo 5, you never go wrong. I mean, everybody was saying they were waiting for a trade. The trade is here. The trade looks gorgeous. And like I said, it has all new pinups that you cannot afford to miss. I'll show you guys another 2 pinups just to be nice. That's it. The rest you're going to have to check out yourself. Argo 5 is my favorite indie team series. I can't wait for issue number 25. And I think Dan said he'll be doing the next trade very soon. I will be trade paperbacking the entirety of Argo 5. And then when the trades catch up to the single issues, probably start single issuing it then. But till then, there's that. There's all the promotions. Make sure I promoted everything. Comic Frontline tomorrow night, Tuesday. Well, for those of you watching post live, Tuesday at 10 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Come check it out. Top 5 comic news over on the Comic Frontline YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted these. I haven't posted the past 4 comic reviews on Frontline. I will be posting the previous 2. I think I'll do it tonight. And then this one, along with last week's, I'll be posting towards the middle of the week. Maybe Wednesday, I'll post up this review and the other one on Comic Frontline. I will catch up. I've been super busy around doing a lot of things with the holiday and whatnot. But now that that's calmed down, I will be catching up on the Comic Frontline front, so to speak. And keep an eye on my Twitch. I will be streaming Far Cry 5. I will be streaming Sea of Thieves. I'll be doing more of that. And, of course, there will be The Division with Brant. When we get Brant and I get back on the PlayStation, we'll be doing more of The Division. Back to The Division? Well, Brant and I are playing The Division. We got a lot of games. So keep an eye on there. Check out Frontline Discord if you haven't. Check out the Dysfunctional Gaming Discord if you haven't. Both are awesome communities. One is Frontline and one is Dysfunctional Gaming. Awesome. They are very awesome communities. Wonderful people, very welcoming people. Everybody in the comments here is part of the Frontline. Comic Frontline Discord. A few of you I know made it to Dysfunctional Gaming, which is awesome. And you can see how awesome they are there. Update for Division comes out Thursday. There you go. There's going to be an update for the Division on Alan. Just let us know. But now, we're post-live. So now it's your turn, everybody. Let us know what you thought about the books that came out this week. Likes, dislikes, agree, disagree, recommendations. We'd love to hear from you guys. For everybody who was here live, Alan, Justin, Jesse, Tevya, we had JD who was here for a little bit, Scotty, we had Frost who popped in the very beginning.
Chop.
Undisputed Club. Chop. And I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Oh, Jeremy popped in at the very, very, very beginning for a brief moment to say hi. Thank you all for being here with us live. We hope to see you guys next week. And if you'd like to catch a Dark Avenger comic book review live, still here. Good job, guys. Thank you, JD. I appreciate you being here with us. And if you guys would like to see a Dark Avenger comic book review live, Monday nights at 10:30 p.m.-ish, always 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless otherwise mentioned on my Twitter, Dark Avenger C86 on Twitter. But we're going to try to keep this on Mondays unless things get so busy we can't. But it's always Monday and it's always 10:30. Take care, everyone out there. Keep reading, keep collecting. And we will see you guys really soon in the next Dark Avenger comic book review.
Hey, everyone.
Take care, guys.